get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm hooked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up.
It's Madden NFL 24, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Buccaneers and the Bills, and it's coming up next.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, here in Buffalo, they love their Bills, and for good reason. They're guys, without question, one of the favorites to lift the Lombardi Trophy in Vegas come February.
And you mentioned with good reason, because we know their quarterback is one of the best players in the league, but this is an overall team built to win, especially when we get into the playoffs. Offense, defense, coaching staff, they've been knocking on the door for a while. They want to find their way through and get to the Super Bowl.
And then for the visiting Bucs, all of a sudden Super Bowl 55 feels like it was a long time ago. Tom Brady retired. Some of the stalwarts of that team have moved on. They did win the NFC South last year, but they did so with a losing record at 8-9.
And sometimes when you have a chance to begin again, other people emerge and play at a level that you don't expect. And that's what Tampa Bay needs from this team in 2023.
Allen going to go to the air right away. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. They'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. Take it at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 and his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Okay.
Mayfield to throw it. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. from 17 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
To the air, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Allen throwing on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And taken at the 46. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, here's White. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground with White. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Payne Durham, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On first down, Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, here's Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
And the Buccaneer first down.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Allen going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Second and 10.
Alert, alert. Pass 85, pass 85. Look out.
Now Allen again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he is going to have a Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. They'll go up the middle with White. Oh, nice move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 87 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield now. That is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting.
They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And bulldozing his way through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mayfield gonna take it on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's gonna leave him with a 3rd down. Mayfield keeps it himself, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Off play action. Allen, and bringing it in, it's Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cook up the gut to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. Touchdown! Cade Otten. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs continue to pour it on here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Allen to throw it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
18 more yards there and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
McLaughlin for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Allen. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Bills on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic
so 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. To the air, Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and goal.
Now Allen. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
160 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. There's Evans again, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.